To then have the Kaiser trying to dive into the backline. Do I trust Doggo? Absolutely. The man's had a fantastic tournament, and based on game one, we've seen that this man plays with nothing.
A little bit with the Corki, and then they want to be able to dive in themselves.
All right, well, let's jump into game two, see how things pan out. Medic and I are going to do our best to... Oh, hang on.
Oh, Kyle is ignited. He's trying to dodge, misses, but the hook from Kaiwing goes wide. He still gets the kill. Hongyu now down to 0 HP, as Hope will take that kill. They're going to chase Kaiwing away, who doesn't have flash and doesn't have ignite and doesn't have that level 1. But Hongyu showing the power of the Gatling gun in the lane there, especially with Rise having relatively short range. You can just Gatling him down. Shank's looking for the overload, and he'll find it. And we just see Hongyu pushing up. Tarzan, just a little bit more safety around the Drake. Second time in 2 games, we've seen AL get the first Dragon down to 300 HP. CFO should retreat from this. The Realm Warp coming out as well. We'll bring Tarzan onto the backline. There's the Cyclone Pop Blossom, and it's a Venn diagram of death here for CFO. AL find 2 as they sweep away the LCP.
Quick collapse from AL.
As well, CFO posturing around the Drake. I don't think it's the best idea. Hook is going to hit onto Kyle.
It's too slow.
They're not there. Junja going in. Looking for the smite. It's secured by Tarzan. Hero's Entrance coming out as well. Calling onto Hongyu. Realm Warp there for the follow-up. Kyle trying to get in with the Pop Blossom. Junja there first. Target up towards the top side. Hongyu will fall first. Kaiwing next as Hope flashes forward for the kill. Junja follows suit. It's a massacre. AL pick up 3 more.
I'd still try and contest this, Medic.
Okay, the killer instinct from Doggo. He's a long way away right now. Can jump in. Junja trying to posture around it as Kyle locks him up. Kyle down to half HP, does still have that Pop Blossom Taunt coming out. It's going to land, but only onto the Nautilus. There's a culling follow-up, Death Charge, Pop Blossom! And Nautilus is the one who just goes pop. Hero's Entrance comes in for the Magic Shield on Kyle. Cyclone for the chase on Junja. Shanks is going to Realm Warp behind them, and Junja taunted up and taken out of the fight. They'll get 1 in response. Tarzan has fallen, but the objective and the win in the fight goes over to AL once again. They don't have the ultimates really for it. Might just be Junja riding through the wall to try and get the steal.
Doesn't even were in the previous game. Oh, they're looking for a play.
Oh, the flash onto Hope as they dash into him. The equalizer not enough to kill him, and the Pop Blossom will turn it around. The Impale landed on a couple as Kyle is forced away. AL.
We said it in game 1. We're seeing it again in game 2. They smother you with their pressure. And they do. Hovering in the Tri-Brush, has the ulti to create a flank. The Dragon started off.
Junja's going to step forward, immediately jumps onto Shanks. Ooh. The Depth coming out as well with the 6 arm guns enough. Kyle, the first to fall in the fight, but meanwhile on the back line, Tarzan begins to rip through CFO. Doggo trying to get away as Kaiwing looks for the hook, but can't land it on Shanks or Hope. Meanwhile, Driver falls to Flandre, and now it's all on the bot lane for CFO. Doggo, no killer instinct, no flash, just has the cleanse, and CFO won't take the fight any further. AL secure the soul, win the fight, a 6,500 gold lead as Doggo escapes, but Kaiwing does not. It will be a 4-for-1, a soul for AL, and you have to feel the Artican alongside it.
The ultimate's going to be used to quickly rotate towards the Artican. MasterCard priced this moment, and I love the idea from Junja. Quickly come in onto Shanks, but the response from Kyle was beautiful. So much damage on the Wukong. Doggo tries to respond with a dive of his own, but he just can't match the damage.
Available. The Driver on this Rumble. Doggo a mile away, but always has the killer instinct to jump into a fight. There's a TP out from the Rumble. Hero's Entrance available for Flandre as well, as they dive onto Junja immediately. A 3-man impale, though. It's huge! As Doggo begins to turn the fight around, all on the back of Junja. The killer instinct forward. Hope is extinguished. CFO! From nothing, find it all! The massive wallets that allowed them to beat CFO if the fight wasn't entirely in their favor. Now CFO, 30 seconds in that they have been on the back foot.
That was 8k gold to 1. That is
staying up through fights. Elder begun now by CFO. AL walk into the darkness. The Elder getting shredded immediately, down to 6,000 HP. AL might not even get in range. Tarzan's going to have to decoy in. The Hero's Entrance coming out, but there's the Elder, and Tarzan is already down. Kyle popping the heel just to escape the clutches of CFO, but Shanks does not have that same luxury. Slammed into the wall by Junja. He can stop time for a second, but he's going to be sent to a timeout back to the fountain as Junja. For Flandre, Hope, and Kyle, you are reeling from this last sequence. It's way, they're taking their time with it, clearing out the waves coming out of the AL base. Tarzan will have that Cyclone and a flash. Here's Junja to join up with CFO. Tarzan goes in with the Cyclone immediately onto Doggo, who cleanses the way, but Hope flashes forward and gets the kill. And now the rest of CFO are on the retreat. AL have forced them out of the base for now. A minute 30 still on the Elder. That might be the final push we see from it because a double TP from AL. They want this game to end right now. Shanks on the flank, gets onto Driver, spell blocks going out, but he has to be careful because of that Elder buff still remaining on CFO. They'll retreat as 4. Tarzan trying to get in here, Realm Warp up in 6 seconds, Dredge line, depth charge, not enough, no follow-up damage onto Shanks. The Ocean Soul as well, helping them out as Driver goes in with the Flame Spitter, but they just don't have the damage! Phosphorus Bomb finds its mark, a double impale as well. The Torn Kyle goes in with a Pop Blossom, and they'll get one in response, but now it's all on Hope. It rests on his shoulders. He opens up onto Junja, who flashes away. CFO out with 3 right now. Flandre, Justice Punch forward, Hope dashing in as well. Junja will fall, Hongyu has the GA, is it enough? Hope trying to heal up with that Ocean Soul. And it's a 1v1 between the mid and the bot. The Gatling gun, Valkyrie forward! Hongyu finds the double.
What a crazy... Will the Elder wear off, but another Baron is going to be secured for CFO. The gold lead now monstrous. Tarzan trying to get in range, but it will be too little, too late. The second Baron
this
goes
game,
to...
Doggo as well has got a Seeker's arm guard and is going up towards a Void Staff on this. With the follow-up from Flandre, could be devastating for CFO. Junja, though, with these impales, has been absolutely on the mark. They step forward, Kaiwin hooks, but only onto the wall. Depth charge, Pop Blossom Hero's entrance! And once again, it's the wombo combo, Kaiwin already down. Doggo Hongyu have to retreat as Junja's locked up as well. Driver's dead, the Realm Warp forward as AL look for more. Kyle on the flank, the Tangle Barbs onto Junja. Won't get the route, just short. Still a minute before the Elder. TP available for Shanks if they did have a ward, but they don't have the vision. They don't have that flank opportunity.
I mean, that's the scary thing. CFO have demonstrated throughout this game that no matter how far behind they are, they will continue to look for fights. Guess what? AL is exactly the same.
Target for AL, no vision in the pit for CFO. The control ward negates the vision that ward would give them, and there's the Elder. AL secure it, CFO immediately away from their base as possible. We're going to have a crossover of about a minute between the Elder and the Baron buff.
At the top right of your screen, that means that they'll likely lose an inhibitor. But once the Elder is gone...
Take too much damage. Doggo trying to clear it out. AL will play for the mid lane in him, and they'll secure it. CFO wisely backing away. No wave here on the top side, but that's how it is down to a third, and AL might just think they can tank it up. They start to do so. Takes a chunk, but it takes a while. Tarzan down to half HP himself.
Map ready, so AL have to keep the pressure going.
One of the weaknesses here for AL is that short range that we talked about all the way back in draft. How can Hope get close enough without the rapid fire cannon? Impale going in, there's the Pop Blossom as Kyle finds 3. Junja force low, and he'll fall as we look for the engage on towards the backline from Doggo. Doesn't go in with the Killer Instinct, holds it for the moment. The depth charge used alongside that equalizer. The wave now pushing in, there's Tarzan, a hero's entrance, the GA on Tarzan's shoulders will bring him back to life. Both the Nexus towers are down as Kyle begins to open up on the Nexus. CFO trying to defend, but they just can't do it in the face of anyone's legend.